Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 11 of Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Last time, we collected some missiles at the temple grounds and met with Umos, who told us to go to Torvus Bog. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go. Okay, so anyways, let's head in. And light door. Yeah, just Umos' strategy. This big rock will keep them all away. Anyways, Harmony Class Drone, Rogue Maintenance Unit. The Luminoth designed the Harmony units to be free-roaming, independent cleaning units. Yeah, basically the Umos just knocked off Chozo designs. Basically, the Umos, yeah, just Umos. I have an idea. Cheap Aetherian knockoffs. This is why the Chozo didn't like the Luminoths. They were like, you stole our tech. Yeah, basically just class action lawsuit. The Luminoth designed the Harmony units to be free-roaming independent cleaning units. They use focused energy beams and kinetic pulses to perform their duties. Unfortunately, they now consider all living things as filth that must be cleansed from the world. Frankly, that could be another mechanic. That could be another arc where basically just these cleaning units basically just rebelling against everyone. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, and welcome to a brand new section of the temple grounds. The meeting grounds. Home of the meeting grounds. Okay, yeah, we'll be coming back here later. But for the time being, I think that there may be something here. Nope, nope, just a missile door. Cataclysm. The starborn terror burned through the heavens and struck Aether with an untold might. We all expected the world to shatter, but Aether held. Unfortunately, then came the looting. Umos, filled with greed in his heart, led an army of Luminoths as they looted all of the stores, all of the settlements. Our society was on the verge of destruction within a week. There was great devastation, however. The green plains of Agon were scorched forever, and the forest of Torvus was engulfed and racked by the sea. The skies burned for days, casting darkness over the land. Yeah, well, yeah, those weren't even those weren't even effects of basically of the object hitting of the object hitting. Sorry. I'm just gonna use the term, just the Leviathan seed. It wasn't even affected the Leviathan seed even hitting Aether. It was basically just Umos going on a rampage. Umos destroyed the world for the sake of destroying the world. Okay, so anyways, this is our first real introduction to the Dark Temple grounds. Though we're not going to be spending much time here. Basically, we're just looking to get to the other side. Just looking to go to Torvus. Yes, as you can see, pretty similar to what we experienced in Dark Agon, though just a little gloomier. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna reach that portal up there. Okay. Corrupted Sentry Eye. Darkling possessed armed monitoring system. Used by the Ing to protect key areas. Can be stunned by most weaponry. Charged light energy will destroy the target. Just the Luminoth just knocking off all of the Chozo's technology. Just really, Umos, if we can't design it, why design when we can knock off? The Sentry Eyes were designed by the Luminoth to protect their camps on Dark Aether. The Ing learned how to possess them and turn them on their former masters. Many still remain throughout Dark Aether, now serving the Ing as they served the Luminoth before them. Most weapon types will stun the Sentry Eyes. Only charged light energy will destroy them. Okay. Just slip through there. But really, just love just... Yep, I just love how we can just keep ourselves safe. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so basically, the second you get access to the dark suit, basically, that's when Dark Aether starts to become really fun to go through. Just not having to worry about not having to worry about energy all the time, not having to worry about just everything going on. It's just you and the world. You can actually get to explore. Hey, even though you're taking a little residual damage, I mean, it's not the worst thing out there. Okay, come on. Okay. Oh, right. We were doing it in the wrong direction. That's why. Okay, let's just turn right around. Yeah, but it is a nice little introduction just to the temple grounds, because basically, yeah, just because this place is going to become essentially the end game, and things can get wild in the temple grounds. Not too wild, mind you, but just wilder than what we were, but definitely wilder than what we've seen in Agon. Okay. Yeah, just trying to think about how to handle this. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to think about this. Okay, yeah, we got this. And go, jump in. Okay, we'll take that. And now just enjoy a nice, comfy lift ride. Yeah, nice, comfy lift ride as we just get blasted with enemies. Okay. Okay, at least we're getting more health than we started out with. And out we go. No worries. Easy goes. Path of Eyes. Wait, do we have something on the Path of Eyes? Okay. Hall of Eyes. Okay, yeah. Hall of Eyes. We don't really have anything. Yeah, we can't do anything with that yet. Okay. Yeah, we just need to find our way to the transport. Okay. You want to go? Yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything with that just yet. We'll be coming back to that at a later point. But for now, the Luminaught technology have moved the big rock. Yeah, the Luminaught try to stack up against the Chozo with their big rock. And as you can see, well, water is still not Samus's friend, because the Luminaught, they could design a suit that can withstand the atmosphere of dark aether, but yet they couldn't build it with just with water in mind. Then again, it's not like the Luminaught would be going in active aquatic warfare with the ink. Then again, in parts of Torvus they did, as we'll see. Okay, so anyways. Let's get going to Torvus. Okay, and welcome to Torvus Bog. If you thought the Agon Wastes were dreary, then buckle up, because, well, Torvus Bog isn't exactly a happy place. Though it is a lot more verdant. There is a certain serenity about Torvus Bog, you know? It's dreary, but it's also a calming dreary. Shredder, exploding flying plant. Durable plant form seeks enemy targets and flies towards them, exploding on contact. Essentially, a Metroid P-Hat. The Shredder spends most of its life in the earth. When agitated, it will spring from the ground, then begin to fly towards its foe. Should it reach its target, the Shredder will explode with considerable force, releasing a cloud of thorns as it does. Shredders are resilient, but can be eliminated with concentrated weapon fire. They came to the lagoon in the night, delivering true death blows before I could detect them. As my life faded, I sent a call to the cadre to warn of this surprise attack. May they find my key and dispatch the Ing who killed me. Only then will my final rest be peaceful. Yeah, basically, if you see a blue Luminoth, that is a Sky Key Luminoth. Okay, but basically, our first... Okay, so... I'm just looking at this. Okay, temple access. Okay, Forgotten Bridge. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to plan things. As you can see, basically our jump is limited due to just not having the gravity suit. Hidlings, aquatic miniature herd animals. Targets travel in large swarms. Hidlings are small water dwellers. They travel in packs for safety, roaming the waters in search of bits of food. Their only defense is a bite, though their small teeth are sharp enough to pierce metal. I believe that's the way forward. Though, I just want to explore everywhere else, you know? Yeah, if you want to hear atmospheric music, look no further than Torvus Bog. Seriously, this place just really is mellow. Okay, nice save room. Okay, we can't access that room just yet. So, let's go into the water.
Samus just freaking taking. Why did I leave my gravity suit? They said, "Oh, Samus, it's just a simple rescue mission. You don't have to worry too much. You don't have to bring your gravity suit." If only I had gone with my instincts, brought the gravity suit.
Seriously, you think that Samus would just default to wearing the gravity suit? I mean, considering that it does everything the Varia suit does, as well as just give increased mobility in water. Was Samus just not like the purple?
I freaking hate that gravity suit. It's so unstylish.
Okay, Great Bridge. Not the bridge that we're looking for. Shrieker, flying plant predator. Bursts from the earth and takes to flight. Fire sonic blast generates stealth force fields that disrupt most visors. A cousin to the Shredder, the Shrieker waits for prey half buried in the earth. When it detects a target, it erupts from the ground and takes flight. It releases a sonic blast to stun its targets, then sweeps in to feast. Shriekers can generate a stealth field that disrupts most visors, making it difficult to track. Okay. What was the missile targeting? Portal chamber. So basically, this area is going to have an item, as you can see. It taunts us with its item. It taunts us with the missile that we could get if only Samus could blast down a flimsy metal gate. But really, just Torvus Bog, like I said, even though it's arguably one of the dreariest areas in the game, it's one of the more soothing to explore. Very relaxed vibe to it. Okay, temple access. As you can see, temple access, temple access. Okay, yeah, it's that upper door. But basically, we're going to need to go into the upper section. That unfortunately we cannot reach. Okay, so anyways, let's get going. Okay. Okay, and welcome to the ruined alcove. Yeah, take that. Boom. Torvus Hanging Pod. Field cache for Luminoth military. Designed to hold crucial munition supplies for Luminoth warriors. Some may still contain useful items left over from the war. The Luminoth placed these pods throughout the bog for use by their soldiers during the war, though many have been raided since then. Some may still contain useful items left over from the war. Okay, just want to make sure we're not missing anything. I don't believe we are. Yeah, remember the Sheegoth from Metroid Prime 1? Well, these are their Etherean counterparts. Like the Grunchler, water-based reptilian predator. That sounds like some sort of weird... That sounds like some sort of brain rot boss. The Grunchler. Like the Grinch's final form. It's the Grinch after... Yeah, basically the Grinch guy addicted to online gambling. Grunchler, water-based reptilian predator. Well-armored and deadly at any range. Its back shell is vulnerable to explosive blasts, however. The amphibious Grunchler lurks in marsh areas in search of prey. Fearless, it will spring from hiding and attack anything that moves. If it is unable to fell its prey with its powerful jaws, it will fire a potent burst of energy at them. Grunchlers have one weak spot, a genetic defect that makes the shell on their back susceptible to explosive blasts. Remove the shell to expose a vulnerable nerve center, then target to eliminate the creature. Yeah, basically, as you can see... Yeah. Boom. And then get behind. There we go, one down. Yeah, we'll be getting better ways to deal with these guys later on. But since they're technically creatures of the light... Boom. Complete and utter decimation. Okay, Forgotten Bridge. Okay. My notes just simply say go to the blue door. Wait. Luminoth Sentinel Crystal, used to monitor key sites. Used by Luminoth soldiers to observe tactical areas during the war. Most are still broadcasting to Umos. That's right, Samus. You cannot escape my watchful eye. I'm tracking your motion and am broadcasting the videos online, which allow me to profit without your consent. During the war, the Luminoth used the Sentinel Crystals to monitor key areas and installations. They are incredibly durable, resisting all but the most powerful of Ing attacks. Umos still uses the remaining Sentinel Crystals to keep a watch for Ing activity. Okay. Yeah, Samus just starts bad-mouthing Umos. I heard that, Samus. You cannot hide from me, Samus. Okay, so yeah, we can't get that just yet because we need to rotate the bridge. But no worries. In we go. Yeah, we'll make our way to the temple and then we'll end things off. Like I said, I'm really sorry if I seem like I'm a little bit rigid. But just I like to have order when I'm doing these sort of things. The Dark Forgotten Bridge. The Ing were like, we're not renaming it. We have better things to do than rename. Ing Sphere Cache. Living storage units of the Ing Horde. The Ing Sphere keeps useful items in a dimensional pocket. The pocket can be breached by destroying the Ing Sphere. The ink sphere keeps useful items in a dimensional pocket. Normally, the ink sphere will only release the item to its ink masters. The pocket can be breached by destroying the ink sphere, however. This sometimes destroys the item, but can be worth the risk. You may get 10 health from it. Yeah, we really can't do much here. Dark Sentinel Crystal. Monitor systems designed for use on Dark Aether. It's used by the Luminous soldiers to monitor critical areas throughout Dark Aether. Few remain. Those that do broadcast data to Umos, that he then uses to broadcast to his Ing minions. Ing, you have to hurry. Samus is by the Dark Forgotten Bridge. If I get arrested, then I'm taking you all down with me. The original Sentinel crystals were durable, but they had their limits. The toxic nature of Dark Aether, coupled with the constant attack from the Ing, destroyed many of them. The Luminoth responded with the Dark Sentinel crystal. Sheathed in dark energy, is more resistant to the atmosphere of the Ing homeworld, and the attacks of its denizens. Yeah, this one is only around because Umos just like... Yeah, this one's only around because they are like, we're not bothering with this. Yeah, though it's kind of weird just how this area is just so inactive. But why does Umos have... Why are there 20 of these in this one room alone? I understand that vision limits are a thing, but I mean, really, I'm pretty sure that just 5 of them would suffice. This is why the Luminoth got taken down. Yeah, Umos was just manipulating the entire thing. He was just Dark Sidiousing it. Anyways, well, behold the most annoying enemy in the game, the Dark Pirate Commando, Darkling possessed elite space pirate. The Ing prize the few pirate commandos they managed to take alive. Only Hunter Ing are allowed to possess the commandos, and the competition for that right is fierce among them. The Hunter Ing ability to phase out of local time space carries over to the Dark Pirate Commando. They will fire bursts of dark matter at enemies along with experimental EMP grenades stolen from the space pirates. Basically, you know why these guys are so irritating? Because basically they are like the Chozo Ghosts of this game. And on top of that, they will seal off doors. Yeah, the attacks of these guys, not so bad. But the fact that they shut off your doors, that's where the line is drawn. Okay, where are they? Umos, give us some feedback! Thankfully, they do eventually disappear and give you access to the door, but still, just the fact that you have to deal with these schmucks. Okay. Find the translator door. Okay, abandoned work sites. Sporb. Lurking carnivorous plant. Fires poison needles in battle. Can grip small objects in its jaw. The hanging Sporb sits patiently until a potential meal is detected. A burst of poison needles is the Sporb's primary means of attack. It can also extend its body over short distances, gripping small targets with its powerful jaw. Okay, let's actually go into the morph ball area. Come on, into the morph ball area. Okay, just keep moving. Okay. Ugh, this room is just a mess. Okay. Go here. Oh, right, yeah, we're not going to be able to get that missile just yet. Yeah, as unfortunate as it is, we're going to need our grapple beam, which we do get much earlier than we did back in Metroid Prime 1, where you went through pretty much the entire game without that. Okay, Great Bridge. Okay, into the cannon. And of course, Denzium. Everyone's favorite thing, Denzium. Okay. This time we're actually going to go and get it. Right here. And energy tank. Okay. Let's head back out. Okay, where's the Great Bridge? We're in the Great Bridge. The Great Bridge has always been here. Okay. Lock it up. And, come on. Let's get to the temple. Seriously, you think that Samus ever takes vacations? Because really, if I was Samus, I would be taking a major vacation after this. After this whole adventure on Dark Aether. After any adventure, really. Pirate Skiff. The Shriek class assault skiff. Light access to craft and troop transport. Vehicles unarmed but heavily armored. Eliminate troops if possible before they disperse. Plans of the strike were recently stolen from a GF lab by the space pirates. Production began immediately, and the fast-moving skiff is now a part of most pirate operations. It is used primarily as a troop transport, taking a fire team of troopers into action. The Shriek is unarmed, relying on the troops it carries for protection against hostile forces. So really, you'd think that the space pirates, they would realize that Samus and them share a common enemy against the Ing. So basically, just team up and just help each other out, you know? At the very least, remain neutral as Samus and just let her do the dirty work. But then again, considering that Samus is here, they know that it would only be a matter of time before the Federation just starts really cranking up their numbers. Okay, thought that was a commando. A standard commando. Come on. And for our troubles... the Super Missile. Which is arguably even more useful than it was back in Prime 1. So anyways, let's get going. How much you want to bet that Umo sent the space pirates here? Umo saw Samus come here and just... Yeah, because really, I find it kind of odd how the space pirates arrive in this area exactly as Samus enters the door. An area that Umos is monitoring with his sentinel eyes. Kind of makes you wonder, you know? Just what is Umos planning here? Bioscan complete. Subject, Luminoth has been dead for 1.2 decacycles. In addition to heavy combat damage, subject shows signs of numerous ink possession attempts. All failed. Resisting these assaults would require incredible stamina and psychic durability. If you're reading this message, please do not allow Umos to do weird, unnatural things with my body. Please, he will try to do it. He will try to justify himself. He'll try to throw around light of Aether this, light of Aether that. But the light of Aether is not with him. He is the darkness of Dark Aether. He is the reason why Dark Aether is dark. A dark warrior comes to the Temple of Torvus. May you succeed where I failed. Kill Umos! Though you'll have to hit him in the head. If you try to shoot him in the heart, it will do nothing because he has no heart, only darkness. I am Avok, the last sentinel of this temple. Heed my words carefully. As you can see, this temple has been crippled by the ravages of war. Most of which were actually caused by Umos. Seriously, we actually had a good defense going, but then Umos came in with his discount Walmart gun that he bought with a coupon, and then started going ham on all the troops. Heck, I was actually holding up the ink. I actually almost had them on the ropes, but then Umos came in. Just boom! Shot to the back of the head. While the main chamber has been mostly preserved, the remainder of the temple has been flooded. You must use your abilities to venture into these flooded areas and find the keys you need to enter the Dark Temple. The waters of Dark Aether are foul and venomous. No doubt the product of Umos dumping chemicals in them. He just wanted to dump chemicals for the sake of dumping chemicals. Avoid them if you can. I have updated your translator module. You can access devices and doors coated with emerald holograms. Search the areas now open to you. The Ing will seek your light with great zeal. Do not underestimate them. The time for talk is over. Good hunting, and may the light of Aether guide your aim. Okay, anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. Like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.